Well done, team. Keep it going. Keep it going. Good work. Yes, good side step. Excellent. Working forward. Well done. Well done, team. Good. For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes. But Mahi never stops. Thanks, mate. Okay, team, come on in. Let's go. Let's huddle up. Bring it in, guys. Nominate your homegrown hero today. 1, 2, 3, 3!
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
It starts with touch.
This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse.
Tēnā rā koutou katoa e te whānau. Welcome back for the third live stream game here on day 2 of the 2023 Bunnings Warehouse National Touch Championships. Joining me back in the commentary box for this third game is Rod Walker. Rod Walker, welcome back.
Yeah, great to be back. Just had a little bit of a spell watching a mixed game, but yeah, this is looking forward to be a fiery one. Both teams chock full of NZ players, and I guess the who's who at the performance end. Interestingly enough, it pits the likes of Anaka Bailey and Tainui McIntyre coaching against Jared Powell. So yeah, like I said, the teams are just pitted full of talent. So the sun is starting to warm up. I'm expecting this game to warm up just the same.
Damn, I'll tell you about a warm game. That game before, as I said just in the closing of that second game, if you didn't have the Bay of Plenty Open men's as your favourites before this tournament started, after that performance, and I mean performance, both on the attack, on the D and on the yards, and they're going to be right up there. You talked about the quality in North Harbour, Rod. What about in the Otago team?
Oh, it's as I said before, it's littered. Gemma Rowcroft, Meg Sycamore, Dana Turnbull, Patricia Hopcroft. Look, I'm looking for big things from Patricia in the middles there. It's right across the park, really. Madison Flutie.
Are we expecting contrasting styles in this game, Rob?
The Otago team, I guess, will play very direct. They're a flowing running team, so I guess that's what we'll expect out of them. North Harbour, a little different. They'll be more than happy to play short if they need to, but they certainly have the bullets to play flow as well.
So instead of waiting till it's 5-3 or 2 minutes to go to give the prediction, what's your early prediction with this game and who you think will take the result?
Yeah, a bit of a hard one to call. I'd say at this stage, North Harbour's a little bit more experience. If there is an area, but it's going to be tight to call. I'm expecting a tight game here.
Yeah, I can't remember asking you how tight you thought the game was. Just more who you thought was going to win.
Yeah, no, I think Harbour. If Harbour by 1, it won't be any more than that. I'm not expecting any more than that.
Here we see Otago. Pretty good start from both teams. Had a crack on the line. One of the key players you just see passing it off. Number 4 there from Otago, Dana Turnbull. In female sporting success, there's not much she hasn't succeeded, and normally she's the key part of it. Quite a young team, this Otago women's team. You see there Abby Johnston trying to make her way through in the end goal. Got a bit of toe.
Defensive line holding intact. They're very, very good work. There's nobody moving up and biting for unnecessarily.
Harbour working their way out. Pretty decent set. Tight pass. Oh, that's a great yard there. They want to run into... Oh, just unlucky. There's great work there from the number 9 from Harbour, Rob, really getting into the back of the Otago defence.
Yeah, but I've got to compliment the refs there, Maya. Like, they are keeping some nice big space and allowing this game to, to move and flow.
Yep, and as you see now, referee on field, really stoked for his performance 3 weeks ago down at the Junior Nationals. I thought he was one of the best. So that form has obviously continued. Dana Turnbull back on. Ball in hand. Still looking to try and get forward with a scoop off the end, which she's pretty well known for. There we go.
Yeah, Otago looking a little bit overloaded there. I don't think the transition was as smooth as they could be, and they locked a lot of players up on that far side there, Maya. So I guess that'll be one change up they will have when they come on. But North Harbour coming through the field nice and smooth. Yep,
just probably a little bit inaccurate there from Charlie Foster. Would have wanted to get that ball down. Unfortunately, the shoulders were facing to the sub box, so would have been a turnover. So good discipline to not roll the ball. As we see North Harbour trying to work their way back up. Tia, one of the key players. Tia Nutai. Another one of the households where the wahine is better than the tani in the house.
That's a familiar combination, I guess, out of the playing up club there with Tia Tamia McCausland. So they've done that a number of times before.
See here. Steps back off the right. Skip pass and a great line there from the Harbour. Otago now want to hit back.
Yeah, important for North Harbour to put the stopper on here and just put some emphasis on that touchdown. So as long as their line keeps connected, they'll be fine.
Sycamore on the swoop, steps back, goes to the comeback. Good defence there. Nice and tight from the North Harbour girls. The middle had her links back. Sycamore back with the ball.
Nice lift from the North Harbour defence there. Just putting the pressure on.
Fowler and Sycamore couldn't quite connect there. Good defence from North Harbour. They looked super connected. I mean, you looked how many players they had over in that right-hand corner.
Yeah, they're certainly confident with their systems, and everyone at this stage, everyone's keeping to it. So the transition coming through, Cordy Toti there making some nice yards. It would have been good she could get the ball down there to keep Otago on their heels, but let's see what they can come up with here.
Is Cody giving up those ways, Rod?
No, she's still Hamilton based, but she's happy to travel, and I guess she's worked with a lot of these girls for a lot of years now, so there's some familiarity in that.
Yep, great player, long time link/winger for the New Zealand mixed. Cody. Otago working it away. Meg Sycamore. Just a casual transition set here through the orange. This is good. That was a good little injection of pace. Come on from the box. Fourth touch over the line. This will be our set-up touch. One more to go. Abby Johnston gets the ball back. Looks for the gap. Boom. Nice try.
Yeah, it's back to that. It's the same old mantra. Maya, if you can rock through the field, if you can rock their defence back on their heels, it makes it very hard for them to recover and move laterally, and that's exactly what they did here.
Yeah, I didn't quite get the number who come on from off the box, but there was first two touches were quite flat. The sub player that come on from the box really injected some power, got some 15 metres up the field, which obviously ended in that touchdown, 1-1, Otago and Harbour.
It's important that Otago get the stopper in here, so we'll see what.
Aria and Cody working together.
So Aria's a very good short player. So the first initial couple they'll keep it tight.
Sort of step back, faked inside to Ari, went for the gap, but good defence, matched it. Number 1, Skylar. Good yards, just much better yards from the Otago team. Good injection off the box again to centre it up. As we see Sycamore back on. Fortunately held up a little bit there. Late cut between, there it is, Turnbull and Sycamore. Great dive. That was really, really good. I thought that it actually got stopped there on the fifth, Rod, but Turnbull with the scoop, used her pace. Obviously she sucks in a lot of defenders. Nice late cut there between her and Meg Sycamore, as you see here, and then gas to burn. Unfortunately that inside defender couldn't keep up. 2-1.
Yeah, I guess just a little bit of a comms loss there, just in terms of when players are cutting, knowing when to chase a player and when not.
Mortai again on the ball, gets the quickie, stepping back to her left, drawing past, nice shot there from the winger from Otago, really good read, held her space until she was needed. Number 12, Pip Eason. Mortai gets through, looking for someone. Unfortunately, could keep hold of the ball. Pretty good hustle there from the Otago team, Rob.
Oh, absolutely. Defend to the end, right? And we see it so often in these games where it's the fifth touch, it's the final, and teams tend to switch off there, and you can get those sneaky little ones. So, Otago did a good job of just making sure that they saw right the way through until they got the ball back.
Neither team has had too many repeat sets down on the scoreline, and so I guess the difference for me is Otago, pretty simple game plan, ruck hard down to the other end, get a good drive for one of the players like this who are super quick to scoop through and then try and link up. So North Harbour probably wanting to get up a little bit more on the Otago yards.
Yeah, I think it's more about the identification of, we spoke about it yesterday in terms of challenge touches and which ones to take charge of. And Otago, they certainly they do have a pick game, and for North Harbour it's about identifying when and which touch that is for them, and trying to take that touch away from them.
Charlie Foster taking the third one up. As we see Minton, he's also a real quality player. And for a touchdown. At least when she gets her touchdown, unfortunate touch and pass it was. I was going to say, she deserves it, unlike her dad.
Bit of a family affair here for North Harbour, with Latoya coaching and obviously Ari playing and her niece Skylar playing as well. So they seem to be enjoying it.
Opportunity here for North Harbour in this set. Already into the attacking half of the field for them. So we see Ellie Minton on the ball. Really key player in many of the secondary school teams she was involved in.
Well, that's a familiar combo there with Charlie and Ellie working together. Let's see what they can conjure up.
Oh, a great little decoy on that passive there, as we've seen. I think it was it Ellie giving the ball back to Charlie? As we look at the replay, gives the ball back to Charlie after this drop. See Minton to Foster, takes a couple of steps back, almost like the passive. Took the defender, linked his eyes off her, and then we had that short little drop.
I think that is the key in that play there, Maya. I think it is set up primarily as a passive play, but the link chopped early, which puts a lot more emphasis on that hole.
Thanks to our friends at Bunnings.
Referee Stacey
Also, you
Bannister Plumridge on there.
Take the kids along.
Really strong referee, real quality referee. And talk about the Bannisters, Sharp. Got her blazer on day one for 50 tests. It's been about 50 years since she got it. Turnbull, long ball, good chase out by the winger, great work there. I really like that, what she did, she ran to the player as opposed to the space. Too many times yesterday I seen the winger when trying to chase out, running almost to meet where they thought the attacker was, they'd just simply step in and score a try. So really good technique there.
Probably the first chink I've seen in the transition at this stage, Maya, from North Harbour. Now they need to step up and defend it and make reparations for that one.
Yep, you don't want to give Turnbull too many touches on the scoreline. Good D there. Just trying something while they're getting the subs on. Getting that fresh
lift. Nice lift. Nice and active, lifting early, putting a lot of pressure on the offensive side.
Setting things up. I think this might be the fifth coming up here, so we should see something off the back of this. 33 went the plus. Oh, straight through.
Yeah. Lost the comms there. I think Cody shifted up into the space and was waiting for the call, whether to shut or to release on that one. And maybe it came a little bit late. She just released straight off it.
Good work here from Otago. Lots of quality players on there. So we see Turnbull walks in for one of the easier ones. Back in the lead, 3-2. Harbour here. Arian Northlight. Forward pass. Let's watch here, Rod. Let's see what this Otago yards look like. That's a great start here. I really think they're real dangerous when they get that third touch right up on the halfway line, as we see them just a couple of metres short, and you have that injection here.
Yeah, one thing you can guarantee with Otago is they will never stop, attacking the line. They're very, very fit squad, and so they will never stop. They will just keep coming at you.
You get a penalty against Otago, was it? Just for not giving the ball back. For those watching, who probably watching for the first time, when there's a turnover, you have to give the ball immediately back to where the mark is, or the player closest to the mark, and sometimes the defending team try and hold on to it for a little bit longer to allow their defensive line to get set. Good call there from Joachim.
So just on that, Moya, how would you rule? I guess the idea is to give the ball back. Do you have to give the ball back to the player's hands, or
you either put it on the mark or you give it back to their hands? The key there, it has to be done immediately. So if you're playing plum pudding on your way to put it on the mark, then that's just not going to cut it. As we see a great little catch and pass there from Cody Toti. Really set that one up. Not really much on. The defense was pretty good, shutting in well, but as we watch, when Cody gets the ball, she has no time to catch and pass, but she does a great job here. Doesn't even know where the player is, puts it in the perfect position, out for the winger who came in, closed her space, and great try.
Yeah, you got to give you the ups to Charlie Foster there. She really did take her time and decide which mark she wanted to hit there. And that's it's a big part of her game, and if you want to give her time, then she'll punish you with it.
Tiari Lang tied our game up. See Olivia Fowler. Good defence. Last one coming up. Good set of D there from North Harbour after a try. It's a key thing, I imagine, as a coach, what you want in a team to do, Rod, after you score a try, to make sure.
Yeah, no, I guess the touch terminology is a stopper, and that's certainly what you need. After you've just scored one, you need to prevent the next one, so it gives you the opportunity to go back down and get two in a row. So, if you can build that kind of pressure slowly over time, you will find some space.
Hadfield. She's been really good on defence, Hadfield, when often you've commented about that player from North Harbour stepping up and just slowing down the yards. It's normally been Briar Hadfield, so quality player, and we've just seen her on the ball there, couldn't quite link up with Totet. So Otago work it away, back up over the halfway line.
Yeah, there's a large chunk of this North Harbour line that, out of the North Harbour secondary school system. They've been good for a lot of years out of the Westlake girls.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't think Ari was gonna go for the runaway there, but she did what she needed to move up in the lane and take the ball back.
I definitely thought she was going to go the whole way. I was surprised she got touched.
Well, she's quicker than her dad. Let's put it that way.
Oh, who isn't though? Foster on the ball. Foster and Minton. This has been the dangerous pair for North Harbour. So see, just trying to get to that back defender, get some extra yards. Minton. Oh, what do we got? What you called that there?
I think Hollywood would be calling. Is what I would call that. She did a very good job of milking that. What I would call that. She did a very good job of milking that. I think she had the opportunity to make that a clean play, but she took her chances.
And here she goes again. For me, the big thing was, if you're going to hold the ball with two hands, then you're not really taking much responsibility for initiating that touch. And it doesn't mean that the defender could come in and do anything they want, but if something goes wrong, well then get your other hand up. So got away with them there. Take the good with the bad. Nice little catch and pass. Just unfortunately that last pass was forward to number 4, Destiny Katani. Good attack. Just missed out on one there. 3.5 to go in this first half. Tight battle. Score probably actually reflects the momentum in the game. Otago starting well, and Harbour coming back. Here we find ourselves at 3-3. Brooke in for Dana. Sets to the outside, draws that 3 defender.
Yeah, Mary McCausland did a good job there just to hold space and wait until Dana released the ball before making that touch. So, you know, obviously in the New Zealand mixed system, plenty of experience in there.
Much better set here. I thought Otago got that first touch well, but Harbour here on the fourth touch. A lot of momentum. We can see the Otago team just rolling back. Probably going to go back to the middle. Unfortunately, with that pass out to Cody, just let the Otago team set up. What do we get on here? Long ball. I don't know if we'll get to see the replay. I just thought the Otago 3 defender that wasn't the toucher got way too far under the touching middle, and therefore everyone else had to follow her in, which created the space. If you look here at how far under, she's already under the 10, which is the dummy half. So instead of coming up into the lane, made the link and the winger come in with her, and there was just so much space out there.
Yeah, I think she might have thought that they were going to play back to this side. Sammy Stanton, very, very fast feet, and I wouldn't put it past her to dummy one way and head back the short side.
4-3 Harbour. Well done there from Tote. So we have the sweep plate. Faked it. Turnbull. Long ball right to left. Do we have a match up? Oh, see that a lot more. Oh, great defence from the link. Inside defender. A lot more of those wingers. Not only do they have the ability to catch everything, to score crazy tries and no space, but now they just added that ability to be able to pop it back in when they know the defender's on them. Ooh.
Yeah, the defensive lines are certainly getting a lot better in terms of shutting and closing laterally. So, you know, the wingers and the links are having to develop that skill now to keep the ball alive and to make the most of it.
Is it to the point where it's trained? You throw
yeah, there are actually plays that that look for an OI and out in ball. So
Minton and Fowler, Foster, sorry. Bit of a piggyback there in the last minute. 4-3. Otago won't want to let another one get on the board against them. But Minton and Foster, the hot hands. We've also got Ari that swept her way into the middle. Expecting something short you talked about.
Absolutely. She'll play it.
Good D so far. This will be the last set for North Harbour. There's a penalty from Otago. Third touch coming up now. Sweeping short side, pretty tight. Nice and easy defence there from the number 9 from Otago. Annie Timu. This will be the last set up here, Rob.
Yeah, well, Harbour's doing a nice job of actually varying the plays up. Bump play here, Ortic. There it is, over the top. Oh, nice step back in. The skill level just moving the ball around. Ooh.
Unlucky in the last 5 seconds. You could have had a touchdown there from North Harbour. We should be hearing the hooter any second now around the background. Otago will just want to take this touch. And there we see it, Vano. North Harbour 4, Otago 3. Probably a fair reflection. I'm sure they'll make the adjustments at half time. We'll see you back in the second half.
Well done, team. Keep it going. Here we go. Good work. Yes, good side step. Excellent. Working forward. Well done. Well done, team. Good. For Bunnings Homegrown Heroes, but Mahi never stops. Thanks, mate. Okay, team, come on in. Let's go. Let's huddle up. Bring it in, guys. Nominate your homegrown hero today. 1, 2, 3, 3.
Sport. What does it mean to us? For some, it's potential, a promise that we could be better, that the early mornings will be worth it, that we could be champions.
It starts with touch.
Kia ora team, George here from Touch NZ. Now we all enjoy a bit of touch, but without a proper warm-up, the chances of being injured are massively increased. So to keep you on the field and out of the emergency room, Touch NZ have made a short and easy warm-up series for all levels, proven to lower the chance of injury by close to 50%. So head on over to our site and check them out. Play safe, play smart.
Kia ora te whānau and welcome back to the halftime break of the third live stream match between the North Harbour and Otago Open Women's. 4-3 scoreline at halftime, Rod. I probably think it's a fair reflection. What's your thoughts?
Yeah, it is. It's certainly a fair reflection of the way things have progressed at this stage. For Otago, in this half, I'd expect them to maybe just pick the pace up a little bit more, because when they do come off the back of flow, they're finding the holes and executing. On the Harbour side, obviously the Westlake connection of Charlie and Ellie is certainly creating a lot of issues for Otago at the moment.
The Otago team really hot in the first 12 minutes and sort of didn't seem to, I guess, scare the line too much in that last 8 minutes. Was that as a result of an adjustment in the defence from North Harbour, or?
I think this, through the field, North Harbour is actually lifting quite a lot and taking away a lot of space that normally Otago would build off the back of. So normally, the Otago 4-5 touches is really, really quick, and they can find a lot of space in behind. So North Harbour have done a good job at doing that.
You see McIntyre on the ball to Foster. Nice defence. Really good corner from that link. That was really good defence from the Otago link there. Come up, made the touch. Oh, what? Was she offside?
I'm picking she wasn't back. I mean, it was a secondary phase play, so she may not have time to actually get back on that one.
Oh, great call from the referee as we see the number 6 there from Otago not quite getting either of her feet on or behind the scoreline. Great call, Stace. I apologise for even thinking that was a try. The man on the spot like he always is.
Pre-planned kickstart, obviously, and it worked really well to go to the second phase.
Otago really needing a kickback here. That defender was probably short. He got away with getting penalised there for offside.
Yeah, I think maybe Dana could challenge the line a little more directly there. She's certainly quick enough. And if she can catch those players offside, then you get the repeat sets.
Here we go. Here's that repeat set you just talked about, Rod. We're in the ruck. Unfortunately, the North Harbour defender just had a foot in the ruck. It's good to see Abby Johnston back on with Turnbull. Great defence, no space. 2 of them touched it.
Yeah, North Harbour will be well aware that one of the pet plays for Otago is they run a little follow play, and Dana's quite a good exponent of it. So they're aware of it and they're covering it.
Gas to burn Johnson. Abby Johnson really, really fast. I'd like to see both her and Meg Sycamore on the ball, on the scoop. Seeing the first 2 of their tries. Those 2 girls, they had their hands on the ball, and it was their gas getting through the line and outside the line that set them up as North Harbour.
Otago a little more active on their transition defence here.
North side, great yards. Set this up here. You see Tainui. Beautiful pick by Bro Hadfield. Just unfortunately couldn't connect with anyone. There was a great set there from Skylar Tainui Takare.
And that's what you want off the end of your transitions. You want to execute that they can be likely, and they had every opportunity on that one.
For me, this is the winning and losing of Otago, depending on how this facet of their game goes. She's been incredible. When she comes on from the box, the number 6 there just adds a real punch.
Patricia Hopcroft, between her and Abby Johnson, as you say, they need to get more involved in this game, because they just, they offer so many options.
Hatfield, solid yard. You see Tote. Again, good platform to work from. Just want to keep going forward. Minton off to McIntyre. See here, Minton going down for Foster. Picks up.
Our friends from
Doesn't
Bunnings
go left
also
or
One
right.
Foundation for their amazing Guppy Total of touch body and Aotearoa, but particularly this weekend as well. Thanks to SAS Sport,
Scramble on from Otago, got themselves set.
Touch New Zealand. Silver Fern, the supplier of the official touch ball of
That's
Aotearoa.
been
And
tight.
our friends from Essex.
Forward pass was called from the sideline referee, but the referee just going back for the touch.
Blacks who are gearing up for the Open Trans-Tasman.
Otago bringing that out. I guess one big difference I have noticed between the transition plays of both sides is Otago tends to stack a lot more down one side, and North Harbour have been a little more, I guess, careful holding players closer to the middle of the field just in case they need them. And it's made a big difference to the styles that they have.
Great put down, one-handed.
That was well done.
She tried to go with two. I think the defender would have got there. Totally agree as we look at the replay here, Rod. Turnbull, great setup. I think that's Sycamore. Late cut, again, we've seen that earlier in the first half. Excellent draw and pass, and that was a fantastic put down. That was the making of the try there.
Yeah, that's what, like I said before, with Dana, she needs to challenge the line a lot further than she has been. And when she does that, you really do commit those defenders to come over, and then once they're committed, releasing the ball, there's holes all over the place. So it's good to see that she's starting to change up now.
Toti, great D there. Good D from the Otago winger. But again, with Foster in the middle, she's pretty good. You see here, gets it back, new tight, fakes that weight, up to Toti. Great hold. Definite touchdown. The man of the moment, Stacey, knows it's a touchdown. Good work. There we have it, 6.
Punisher plate.
And for those of us who don't know what the Punisher means, Rod?
It's just fake one way and then long ball out the other way. You're really just trying to look for a change in lateral direction. And if you do it quick enough, your player's already on the outside of their defenders, so it's it should be just a draw pass.
And one that can be done anywhere across the field, or generally done with the middle in the ring.
No, it's the surprise nature that that makes it work really. Usually your short side's mirror side, and the open side's a shut side. So if you can throw a quick one out the other way, the defence can't get set.
Good defence from the North Harbour winger. Really liked what you said about the difference in the 2 yards patterns. As we see here, Dana just drop, step back off her right foot, huge right to left, but great defence. Good positioning from the North Harbour winger and for a try. The difference in the yards, like you say, Otago very close to the sideline, and when they come on, relatively bunched, the bees to the honeypot. Whereas North Harbour out a little bit wider, and definitely when they get to their 4th and 5th touch, as we see coming up in the centre of the field. Killer.
Yeah, repeat sets can really hurt you, and I guess that in the biggest way, it's just you get tired. You get tired from all that defending. So North Harbour are doing it well at the moment, and I don't know if it's well planned or good luck, but they're getting the better of the calls at the moment.
North Harbour here, full set on the line. McIntyre in the middle with Foster. Heads out towards where Minton is. Minton late cuts. Good defence, nothing on, so just sets it back up again. As we see, McIntyre just leading the crew. Looks like we've got a 33 peel. I thought she just missed her, the winger. Nothing too stressful for the Otago defence. Good set of yards started here by the winger. So we see them, second touch coming up already on the 10 metre line.
Pattern there, Myers, you see, like a lot of them, we're hard over on the sideline there, so there's no option for them to shift the ball to the middle just to relieve a little bit of time and a little bit of space. So that may be one thing that they might look at in the next game.
First time we've seen it on day 2 live stream. 7 on the field, or I'd probably say that it was more incorrect subbing as opposed to 7 on, which ultimately ends up being the outcome of incorrect subbing. So a penalty at the 10 metre line for North Harbour. As we see here, new tight. Stanton hasn't had too much opportunity so far. Ooh. Not really much on, but good touch there from Meg Sycamore. Had a lot more defence in the second half than attack. Really like to see her on attack, particularly if she's out there with either Johnston or Turnbull. Just a little bit of a lull in the game, you think, Rod?
Went away from the pattern. I think a lot of the plays are obviously pre-planned before they go in. I think she went away from it there going short side. The players, most of their plays have been coming open side, so I'm not quite sure why you would move away from it at this stage.
What do we got? 50-50 in that one. Probably didn't quite have control of the ball, the Otago player, prior to being touched, and that's probably why I think the ball was knocked out. But again, can't argue with Stacey, always in the right place. They've got a fresh set, need to score. Plenty of time to go, but just need to score in terms of changing that momentum, getting back on the board, lift that energy. 10 there, looked like she was short. Here's this person, Abby Johnston, Rod. I'm guessing it's going to be either a backdoor sweep.
She'll break out. Harbour did a good job to take care of that little follow play there. I thought they set it up really, really well.
Great set of yards, and look how the width they have in terms of how far out from their box they are.
Oh, the width gives you time, right, and time to get your players on and off, and also to view what's on offer in terms of attack space. So it's certainly a lot of the top teams utilise it, and the ball is always going to be faster than the man. So if you can give the ball a little bit of air, you can buy yourself a lot of time.
You see most teams, as we look at Otago, they'll get probably 2 or 3 metres out from the sideline. Yet the North Harbour didn't. Obviously, the closer you are, the quicker you can get your subs on, but North Harbour is showing that doesn't necessarily have to be the case, and it allows them to set things up on the fifth a lot better. As Otago come into the last touch, the fifth touch here, so they'll be setting up for a scoop. Good touch there by Skylar Tainui.
Yep, no real threat for the defence there. Everyone's connected, staying together. The comms are really, really good. You can hear the ladies talking and the orders going out. Aria Tainui transitioning on now. And now we come with the super pair. Tali Foster, Minton.
What do you reckon they're going to do, Rod? Through. Way too easy there.
Like I said earlier, Maya Charlie Foster with time is a threat. And whenever she gets on the ball, you really do have to lift and just take your time and wait. Don't give her that time to make decisions. And unfortunately, there, the defender moved up to make, but decided to do a full 360. They're not part of the coach's manual, so I'm sure he'll have a word.
Yeah, the Otago link there just obviously just a little bit disconnected, a little bit wide, so when her middle went into shut, she wasn't quite with it. And Minton run a great line. And here we have. Oof.
Not. You wouldn't think that was a little bit early, no?
I'm just going to say that Sammy Stanton must just be super quick.
Well, she is quick. I can vouch for that. Yep. She is. I'm not sure that she's that quick.
Usain would be happy with that one. Turnbull for the follow. Sycamore using her pace, creating something out of nothing. Good defence from North Harbour.
Yep, just holding their lines. Nobody panicking. Everyone knows what their role is, and that's all you can expect as a player. If you do your role and expect that everyone else does theirs, then that's when the policies stick and you start to grow confidence in those policies.
Since that first 10 minutes, it's been what I'd use the term professional performance from North Harbour. Their yards are outstanding, as we see here again. Number 10, Sammy Stanton, showing that pace you talked about, but great yards, super connected on defence, and then just getting the right people on down at this end of the field. In particular, Minton and Foster, as we see here. Skylar out for a 32 peel. Toti up from Hatfield, long ball left to right. Woohoo, that was primo.
Yeah, they're just going about their processes now, right? So as the transition's coming on, they've got their plan already sorted, and guarantee that this was worked out well and truly before everybody come on. Cody Tote, she does have a long ball, and to be honest, Latoya's using the players to their best advantage, and she certainly knows how to shift players on and off the field.
Both the momentum and the score slipping away from Otago, who were in the lead for the best part of the first half. North Harbour being very clinical. Again, good defence. Not really looking like they're under any pressure, and just skipped out to an 8-4 lead without too much fuss. So Otago needing to be the next to score. Short side play. A real short side play.
Defend to the end. That's exactly what they did. So we just, here we see just Harbour just shifting to space, letting the ball do the work.
Everything's forward momentum. When the subs come on, they're not having to run in behind the yards. They're just running on forward. That momentum, it's very, very clinical at the moment. So we see this drive, Otago backpedaling. One of those same. Oh, there we go. Different call. It would have been ironic that it happened against Stanton after she was the one not too many sets ago that had that electric head start. New type. Back off to Stanton. Sits through a quickie. Easy call, second touch.
Standard fair early in the touch count. Let's just have a bit of a short play, a bit of a feel. Let's see where they're at. Sweeping play coming around.
Enough space on this side for that to have happened?
Well, I guess the significant part there is that it's the link that stepped up on that one. So most times, if the link wants to step up and over, then by all means challenge that link and try and race them back to the line.
Good defence there. I thought that was going to be in there for Tia. A good defence there from number 6. Hopcroft, she does it all. She comes on from the box and adds energy. And then we've seen there, shutting in at the right time. Here she is with the ball. Just that extra pass. Little bit. Nice yards here. I think this is Meg. Yep, it is. Meg Sycamore. Turnbull just takes a settler.
Bit of a change up in defensive policy there for North Harbour. Just a lot more passive through the field at that stage.
Nope, I got it wrong. That wasn't Meg Sycamore on the first 2 touches. It's because we see her getting the touchdown. Nice, that fifth touch, just faked the check back in, got really in behind them, split left, challenged the line, drew and pass, let the pass go at perfect timing, and a great touchdown.
Yeah, I think once again North Harbour's plan there, through the field to go passive through the field defensively, just allowed Otago to build up that momentum and to make the most of it. So we'll see if coach changes that plan.
8-5, probably 5 sets left in the game. This being one of them. It's the late cut, drawn pass. Again, good shutdown from the winger. He's been out there the whole game. Toti set things up. See Tainui off to her auntie. Good
I don't think her auntie would be too happy with with that one. She'd like to have her time back again on that one.
Settled yards up to the 10-metre line in the attacking half for Otago. So we see McCalwee. Here she is. Johnston. I'd love to see Johnston and Sycamore together. Just crazy foot speed. Steps back, drawn pass, short ball. Oh, that would have made it interesting. Only 2 minutes left. 8-6. Scored 2 in a row. That would have been interesting, that one.
That certainly doesn't take long in the game of touch to get a couple. So that would have made it interesting. We get the sweepers on now for Harbour. It's the latch hit. Moving the ball across the face now. Minton Foster on. Let's see what they can conjure up.
Oh, 6 again.
The The number of repeat sets that they're getting down on the offensive line is just amazing, you know. And I really do feel for the Otago defence that just, you know, wearing on the legs, having to defend this all the time.
And she is Foster, compact short side. It's lucky there for number 7 from Otago. She was offside, but her link defender was onside. Second touch, Foster again. Don't expect Minton to be too far away. Running the sweep play. See probably the difference between a slide and a dive?
Yeah. Maybe in that case, the dive could have come a little bit earlier and put some real pressure on that defender. Charlie Foster moving across the line now, back to Minton. McCausland on the ball, just settling things down.
Oh, the interplay in terms of the draw and pass has been really good from North Harbour. Equally matched by Otago, and normally this far side, which is the bottom right-hand side winger, done a power of work. Hopefully she's got a Powerade in the chili bin after, because she definitely deserves it. She saved, I'd count, 8 tries just this half, so great work there. All this is a good yards. Nice touch on that one, bit of momentum as the subs come on. It's lifted up nice and early from that middle defender. Just touch there from Sycamore. So just hear the hooter in the background. Moore got into the in goal. Still going to play the penalty. Time's up, but we always play a penalty. See if Otago can pull the rabbit out of the hat here and finish off with a touchdown. Turnbull. Good defence from North Harbour. Really, really professional last half an hour for me, Rod, with that North Harbour team. There's very accurate description of the game in terms of the 8-5 there. So good work to North Harbour. Well played from Otago, and all the best to both of the teams moving forward.
This Touch New Zealand event is proudly supported by Bunnings Warehouse.